Hi guys. We are going to start working on the probability project this week. I'm giving it to the distance learners a little bit earlier because I know it's hard to get things done when you're distance learning. So this will just give you a little bit of extra work time or cushion time on this project. This project is going to be graded as a summative. So it's going to be worth in that category of 80% of your grade. So even though it's only 8 points, like it's 8 big fat points because it's summative. All right, you'll notice that there are two things posted today. The actual project itself, and then just the project description. I'm gonna go through this project description quick, just so you're familiar with this. So what you're doing for this project is you're gonna be creating a game with an element of probability. Don't be afraid by the phrase element of probability. That just means that you're using a dice, your spinner, or some cards, anything that could help you calculate probability. So those are three good examples. You can go ahead and take those. But if you have a question about whether or not something is an element of probability, feel free to ask. All right, requirements for your game. It is very open to pretty much anything. Your game must be for 2 or more players, have one part of probability, like a spinner, drawing a cards, rolling a dice, and it must have written rules or instructions so that way I know what's going on in your game, and that's pretty much it. If you're curious on how those points are going to be distributed, go ahead and check the rubric. The rubric might also be handy as like a little mini checklist for you to make sure you have everything you need to get an A on this project. And that's pretty much it for the project description. You can always refer back to this. It'll stay posted on today's Google Classroom post. The project itself, you'll notice there's only 2 parts that you have to fill in. The rubric is just for me to score or for you to use as a checklist, like you don't have to fill this out. This week, we're just going to focus on the top part. So figuring out what game you're going to do, a name for your game, how to win the game, and how to play. So go ahead and put in whatever name of the game that you would like. How to win would just be like, do you need the most points or fewest points in order to win? Do you need the most cards, or do you need to run out of cards first in order to win? Whatever you need to do to win is what you'll put right here. And then just describe how to play in that little section. And that's all that you got to do for the day, or for the week actually. So go ahead and take your time kind of trying to figure out what game you can play, what it might be called, how it would win, and the probability, the element of probability you'd like to include. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll check in with each and every one of you later.